Hey guys, thanks for tuning into isbjjTV. My name is Clark and today we're going to go over a high percentage mount from side control. I like to teach this in my beginners class a lot because it's very easy to follow, but your chance of hitting this mount is very successful. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off with side control here. Notice how my right arm is kind of hugging his head, nice and tight. I have equal chest to chest pressure to keep him steady on his back. Now, the arm that's hugging the head, I'm going to go around and right under his armpit and my elbow is going to touch the ground here. Nice. Now from this point, what I want to end up doing is turning my body facing his feet. And I want to apply my lat pressure right on his chest. Now there's two reasons why I want to do this. The first one is I want him to be flat on his back, so I want to create some pressure on him with my lats. The second reason is I want to block his point of view so he doesn't get to see what I do with my hands or with my feet from his chest down. At this point, I'm going to switch both hands to his hip. Now I can either grab his hip or I can grab the belt. Whatever's going to allow me to control my opponent so that I can push his arm back. Check it out. Boom. I was able to push my opponent's arm back, covering his whole site with his chest down and having control on his waist here. My opponent has now no idea what I'm going to be doing from his neck down. And this is exactly where I want to get to. Now that you're already halfway there, let's move on to the second half of this move. I'm going to lift my outer side's leg knee up to the sky, exposing my own ankle so I can see it. Once I'm able to have clear view of my ankle, I am going to use my hand that's closest to my body and grab my own ankle, palm down. Now you might not be able to see it in this angle. However, that arm that's grabbing my ankle is inside of my leg and not the outside. That is very important. Now I'm going to tuck my head closer to the ground here so that my opponent has no possibility of seeing what's going on there. As I grab my own ankle and bring it close to my chest. Boom. Now at this point, I want to make sure there is no possibility whatsoever that my ankle will make contact with my opponent's waist, thighs, or knees as I prepare to pass my ankle over to the other side and have a successful mount. Now let's take a look at the same move from another angle. I'm going to settle down to side control here as I'm going to try to clear his arm, getting my leg right under his arm here. Nice. Now I'm going to have nice side control here as I put my chest to chest pressure on as I remove my right arm and get under his armpit. Now hips go on the ground and I push his arm back. Now I'm going to freeze this for a second because I want to talk about some of the feedback that I get when team members get in this position. The first common thing that I hear is, I can't get my leg over or I'm not flexible enough. And the reasoning behind that is, you're not creating enough distance between your opponent's knees and your hips. You got to really slide your hips back in order for you to create some space to get your leg over. Now, when I push my hips back, I am not pushing my head back. I am keeping the pressure on my opponent's upper chest. I don't want them to see what's going on from neck down. Pushing my hips back will allow me to create just enough space so that I can grab my own ankle and pass to mount. Let's take a look. Here it is again at regular speed in different angles. Okay guys, now let's take a look at an alternate method of getting the same outcome. Only this time you're going to be using your opponent's lapel. I like this method because you can apply some nice shoulder pressure to your opponent's neck, which makes it difficult for them to move on as they normally would. But also if things don't work out the way they should, you have more options with that lapel. Let's get started. I'm going to settle into side control here as my bicep gets to my opponent's face, right hand under the armpit, as I prepare to grab my opponent's lapel out of his belt. Now, rather than just passing it to my other hand, what I'm actually going to do is pull it down towards his weight to alleviate any type of slack that there is between my opponent's lapel and my hand. Let's take a look. Now when I make this grip, I want to make sure that my grip is right under his armpit pulling back. Sit on my waist here as I prepare to push his arm back. Grab my own ankle, bring it towards me, and settle into mount. Okay guys, hopefully you liked today's video. I haven't recorded in a couple of years, so I try to get this together. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do like it, please hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, write it in the section down below. And as always, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be looking forward to making more videos for you shortly. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.